Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? This is Mark from Mark's Adventure Club, and I got something a little different for you today. I have a Yukon SLT model 2000, and I've had some trouble with my sunroof drains leaking into my headliner, and now the whole thing smells mildewy. I still got to figure out how to get rid of the smell, but I finally got, after doing intensive searches online trying to find the exact cause of this. I mean, I knew it was the drains that were clogged in the sunroof. What I didn't know was that there are 3 drains on each side. In my sunroof, I've got 6 drains. I don't know why. I guess they want to make sure this thing drains properly. The only problem is that with all the trees around my house, as you can see behind me, I got a lot of big trees here. Oh, I got a big oak tree over my driveway. There's no way not to park underneath it. Drops a lot of stuff every year, and you know, for those of you who live in forests, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to turn this camera around right now and show you what I've been dealing with, what I finally had to do. So here it is. I had to loosen that pillar up front, and these things all just come down. They've got clips that go right into, see, plastic clips. This is actually metal over plastic, which means it's less likely to break. So don't be too concerned about doing this. But what you got is inside each of these pillars, you got a rubber, what you'll find is this rubber hose right here. It's about, I would say, a little over 1/2 inch in diameter. I don't know, I'm not going to measure it, there's no reason to. And the weird thing is, you know, I've done this before, and part of my issue is, while I'm showing you, is I'm on a hill here. So when I'm parking face front, what I had was, it was the rear drains that were being clogged. Now the front drain is pretty easy to find. It's up here in the corner. Let's see if you can see it. There's a little hole down in there, right here. Can you see that? Sort of, right there, little hole. And that's pretty easy to clean. Get up in there with the shop vac, vacuum out all the tracks and everything. There is grease on this metal track here, has grease on it, but get in there, shop vac it all out, pour some water in here while it's facing downhill, and if it pours through, you're good. So what I had was one of the rear drains, and the problem is, you don't see a rear drain there, do you? You can't get to it. So the only way to do it is to get in here. I had to loosen this one up because this part of the headliner right here had to come down a bit, but mostly the access is through this part right here. So this is the center. I did have to take this handle piece, comes off. There were 3 bolts that hold it in. It's easy to take off. I've got my rod holders attached to that right now, so that's just sitting there. This piece, middle piece, comes down. Oh, geez, real hard to do this with the camera phone. And again, there's the hose. But let's go up inside here and see what we got. So there you are. You can see right there where my light is, there's a union. And let's see if I can get it for you. You'll be able to see 3 hoses. It doesn't just go down the side pillar, it also comes back here. There's a hose that comes out right there. And it turns out that that's what was leaking. The rear well that this hose right here is supposed to drain, which you can get to from above here. There was just a little bit of a leaf in there, keeping that from draining properly. And I tested that by looking to see, obviously, on this center post here, the hose is there, there's the hose there, there's actually no water was coming out down underneath until now, because I've cleaned it out, now I got water coming. So what was happening was the water was overflowing the back of the channel, the well in the back where the drain is, and dripping right onto my headline, which I'm going to leave this the way it is right now and try to let it air out, try to get rid of that smell. I did use some canned air with a straw taped to it to help clean this out. I did remove the hoses. They come apart fairly easily from their connections. Put them back in there, make sure they were clean. Dumped some water into the back of the drain while I'm parked facing uphill, and got it cleaned out. Like I said, so let me get my light out of there. So that's the thing, that's the deal. It's real hard to see, but you get the idea. So yeah, like I said, I looked online several times trying to find a video, trying to find a description, all everybody says is, well, the drains are clogged, you got to clean the drains. Use this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. But the problem is that on this Yukon, again, on the Yukon, Yukon, GMC, somewhere it says SLT, somewhere, I don't know, doesn't matter where. Anyway, that's the deal. So now that I figured that out, hopefully I can get rid of that stink up there. Anybody got any ideas about how to do that? That'd be great, because I keep leaving the windows open. Problem is, if it rains and I get more rain inside, it's just going to make it worse. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, this is Mark's Adventure Club. Don't forget to subscribe. If this video helped you at all, hit the like button. I don't do this for money. Usually I'm doing fishing and other things like that. And anyway, thanks again.